Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Rain Day Gaming. I am your host, Rain Day, and welcome back. Today we're going to be taking a look at Hou Yi, the Defender of the Earth. Here are his abilities for all of you guys who love to read early on, so you know what I'm doing as I walk you through the abilities. Feel free to pause the screen, read it over, so you can be familiar with what I'm going to be showing you. But of course, I'll walk you through each one of these, my opinions, how to use them, and some tips and tricks on how to really perform well with Hou Yi in Arena. Now, Hou Yi is a Chinese god. He's a ranged physical hunter. He's got a lot of high single target damage capability as well as some area damage with his ultimate. And Smite rates him as an average god to pick up and play, and I wouldn't disagree with that. I would just say that Hou Yi, when you look at picking up a hunter, it's an interesting question for me, because I don't know if given any choice of any hunter in this game, I would pick up Hou Yi first. Now, I know that's not saying a lot, but I don't know if I'd pick him up second, third, or even fourth because of the way that he feels. Now, for you guys who aren't familiar with Hou Yi, or those who are, you know that when he was introduced a few months ago, he came out to a lot of criticism. The only reason people played him was because basically he was a new god, and everyone wants to play a new god, but he just wasn't consistent. He wasn't quality enough. And the issue with that was that he wasn't somebody that people were playing for the simple fact that he was good. He was being played because he was new, and you never want a god to have that type of experience. Let's see if we can get this kill here. Oh, jeez, that was huge that I missed that. Ah, darn it. Could have had it. But really, you're seeing and you're noticing, what I'm saying is that Hou Yi was played for the wrong reasons. It's like when you date a girl for the wrong reasons, okay? Maybe she looks good, maybe she's got something going on attracting you, but you know she's not really the one. Hou Yi was just being played because of his looks. New god, let's check him out. But when people played him, he felt slow. He felt clunky. He felt like he didn't have enough to offer in any particular arena that made him better than any of the other previous choices. And still, even though he's gotten a buff, I agree that that sentiment still lies true. Now, let me tell you why. Because in Conquest, he's a different beast than in Arena. Hou Yi has some incredible abilities that I think in Conquest can be more useful than what they are currently, and their use value is in Arena. Because you look at somebody who's got an ability where he can ricochet off walls. Look at where we are, guys. We're fighting in the middle of basically just an open space. There are not walls really to be used here. That happens maybe 5% of the time. So when you try and ricochet a shot off, you're never going to get that second bounce. So what's the point of trying to ricochet a first shot when you could just shoot straight on? That's the issue that I think Hou Yi feels in Arena, and that's why he feels clunky. He feels like he doesn't have a place. I think it's because, oh, let's see if we can do this, man. Come on. Come on. Let's help this guy out. Just field awareness so that we don't get caught out. Oh, we might. Now we have the 3v1. Okay. It didn't work in our favor, unfortunately. But we can get this Hercules if he comes too far. I'm out after this. I really got to go. I got no mana. So hopefully we can all escape. We're 2-2. We're pretty much tied in terms of points and gold. Unfortunately, we just lost that. What I'm going to pick up next is the Devourer's gloves. I'm going to move into that so we can get some lifesteal going. Now, this is a recommended build for Hou Yi that I actually picked up from Zapman, who is the player on Dignitas. Now he's you know, teammates with one of my favorite players, Lassus, who I kind of grew up, but he was one of the first players I ever watched in Smite. We're gonna go hard for this because I think we're gonna get it. There we go, and we might get this too. Let's see if just don't have enough to finish him off, unfortunately. But I like the aggressiveness. We're still losing. I'm going to throw this on Ao Kuang so we have him marked, so we know if he's stealthing, where he's stealthing. Although I'm not at rank 3, so I don't have that ability yet. Now, let's walk you through Hou Yi's abilities so we can get into that so you guys can know what I'm referencing there. Hou Yi's number 1 is called Ricochet. The first thing I talked about is the fact that it's very impossible to ricochet in Arena. It's not impossible, it's just it takes too much skill to really do for a beginning player or even an intermediate player, unless you want to spend hours and hours and hours and hours mastering Hou Yi, it's never going to come into play, which is one of the things I think makes his ability is about bouncing off, getting another going another 70 units, getting an extra 50% bonus damage, and that's where a lot of his damage comes from. So if you can't hit that pretty much ever, you're putting yourself at a disadvantage in terms of display. So we've marked Thanatos right now. I'm just gonna hit some basic attacks here. I don't know what we can do. Let's throw some damage on Anubis. Now Thanatos is marked, and we might get him with this ultimate. Yeah, I love it. Dunk down. Let's see what we can do. Watch the boulder. Let's see if we can stun Hercules. I think we can. Now, notice the mark is on Hercules. Oh. Ugh. Alright, I didn't have enough there. Whoa. Alright, we're able to miss that Ao Kuang. Let's run him back into... He might still be here, actually. I'm not sure where he is. But now we're going to be at rank 3. So we're going to be able to have a little bit more vision on the map. Because number one, like I said, Ricochet, you get those 2 extra bounces, which is cool. Sometimes clearing minions, that will come into play. So it's not completely not useful. I'll just say that, you know, at times, it just feels like I'm missing something. Like, I wish I could use that a little bit more. I don't know if anyone else has that opinion. Secondly, his number 2 is called Mark of the Golden Crow. Now, this is where basically all of his abilities synergize and connect with. The Mark of the Golden Crow will allow Anubis to mark somebody with this little with a little marking above their head, and what that will do is that will modify his number 1 Ricochet, his number 3, and his ultimate when it hits them. I just marked Ao Kuang. I don't know if he knows he's marked. Seems like he does. So one of the great things about the mark is that Hou Yi marks an enemy. They take damage for every 10% of their missing health from Hou Yi's abilities and basic attacks. So it goes up to 5% damage. So basically you can get an extra 5% of damage. Now, Thanatos is there. I hope... Oh. We're getting him. We're getting him. There we go. Now let's see who else is around. Okay, so I like that. 2 fucking executes on that team. Oh yeah, because you've got well, who do they have? They have Thanatos. Oh, and and Ao Kuang, yeah, 2 executes. Wow. So if we get low health, we gotta just be careful to keep running back to base, make sure our health is up. I have an item that I can grab right now, 2nd tier, so I'll grab that. The Executioner allows us to get some more physical power, some more attack speed. This build is kind of a modification of the Pegasus build that by Zapman, and I actually am going to hopefully do a video covering just some standard hunter builds and variations that can be successful and that people will use. Oh yes, we got the stun, saved her life. Yes! Okay, I'm done though. I'm dead. Yeah. So I got the kill. I died. Very risky. Don't do that play because chances of me getting that kill were not high. Chances of me dying were almost 100%. So you want to make sure you're playing smart. We're in a pretty tight game as well, so those things kind of matter. So when you have his number 2 on someone, like I said, and it synergizes with his number 1, if you hit someone and they're marked, they'll get stunned. If you hit someone with your number 3 after they're marked, they'll get knocked back. As you can see, my jump, I do a jump in the air, I land. That will actually knock back once. Okay, great, got that. That will actually knock back, and then his number 4 actually will allow people caught in there, if they're marked with the Golden Crow, and they're caught in my ultimate, they will actually get slowed for a certain percentage of time. So let's do that with Herc here. Let's stun. Oh, he dodged right away, but I got extra penetration, and we got the kill. Fantastic. As you can see, my ultimate just causes a lot of chaos, and I think for people... Oh. Let's see if we can... Okay, let's go. Let's get out of here. Everyone's going back. See if we can grab some more minions. Of course, if you're getting Devourer's Gloves, look for every opportunity you can. That's the 2nd item I picked up. Right here. Look for every opportunity you can to just keep getting stacks. Even if it's side minions. 3 every couple of minutes, that matters. That'll get you up there much faster. Right now we're going to go into Rage for some more physical power and some more crit. And so talking about his ultimate, lastly, just so you guys can see, his ultimate is basically a big circular damaging ability. It's very similar to Zeus. If you've played Zeus or you know Zeus, he does like a lightning storm. This is basically a sunstorm, which is very cool. And his lore, I really appreciate the lore on him too. And I love archers. I think archery is a cool thing. Ever since Legolas from Lord of the Rings, I think archers are awesome. So I'm going to throw my mark on Ao Kuang. Now you'll see if he ever goes invisible, I will be able to see him. That's the cool thing about his number 2. Not only do you get 10%, every 10% of their missing health, you'll get an extra damage increase. You'll get 25% penetration, and also at rank 3, marked enemies are visible to Hou Yi on the minimap, including stealth gods. So if you're playing against a Loki, if you're playing against an Ao Kuang, and they can stealth, and that's causing an issue for you, or maybe they're targeting you, that can be very, very positive in terms of being able to kind of shut that down, or at least be more aware for a lot of the situations that you're coming in contact with them. So, his number 3, I think, is one of his weakest abilities. It's his jump, and the way it synergizes, like I said, with his number 2 is it allows for a knockback. But the knockback, I just feel, is so negligible. And I feel that the issue with Hou Yi, one of the issues, is that if you're going to give somebody an ability like this... Oh, I got hit with the... But I feel like I throw my ultimate down and... Darn it, Hercules. Yes, okay. And we got the assist because we made that happen, basically. So now we're in the lead. We're up 17 to 13. I love the way this game is going. I'm going 3-1. This is awesome. And so one of my complaints, I think, is that if you're going to have an ability that's not a jump and it's not a dash, like, you know, he can basically get stunned out of his jump, his dash, whatever you want to call it. Which to me is just, it's not okay. Once he's in the air, he shouldn't be able to get frozen or, you know, whatever. And because it's so slow, and then if he's going to dunk, and I thought of a really cool skin for this guy. Imagine if it was like Space Jam. That would be so cool. Let's see. No. Oh, I'm fucked. No, let's get out. Jeez. So, as you can tell, that's not very fast. Well done, Isis. So, but the other thing is that if I'm just gonna jump up and come down and not really gonna knock anybody back, I mean, I think it should be a knockback on the base skill. I think the base skill should be a knockback. I think the number 2 should enhance the knockback. I think it should make it a much bigger knockback to where you can really make more of an effect on the game, or a single player. Because again, that knockback, when you throw it on your number 2 on someone, you're going to knock back that one single player. It's not the group. So most situations, when do you need a knockback just one person, you know, in order to make that difference? You know, oftentimes that's not the case. Oh, anticipated where she was going. Yeah, okay. So we're down now. They have turned the tide. They're up $2,000 in terms of gold, and it looks like this game is slightly shifting out of our control here. We gotta really maintain some more composure in terms of team fights. We gotta be more careful about minions and focusing our efforts on some of the squishier gods, because I think we're getting caught. We're getting caught doing some things that we shouldn't be doing. Man. Give me that. Come on. Just awareness. Not even a great play. I missed my skill shot, but just the fact that I was aware they were fighting, you'll get a lot of kills there. Very nice bait. So we're 4-2 and 9. Not bad. Overall, my impressions on Hou Yi. I think, like I was saying, Hou Yi feels like he misses a little bit of something for me. I wouldn't pick him over a lot of gods that are hunters, because I feel like other hunters just bring a little bit more to the table. Hou Yi is a very single target god. And I think that's valuable in some respects, but I just don't think his mobility is up to par as some of the other gods. I don't think some of his, I don't think the trade-off is there. I don't think he does enough single target damage. I don't think he's so just dominating in that spectrum that he will, you know, all of the other things that he's supposed to be bringing to the table, but kind of lacking in, is worthwhile enough to go ahead and pick him. Now. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's throw these minions so we'll get a little pressure going. Alright, that jump has really saved me, however. And so let's see what we can do here. Now we're going to grab Deathbringer, so we should have that. I've been thinking about my last item with him, and I'm not exactly sure. It might be Malice. We'll see. I could also go Bloodforge just to increase. Oh yeah, give me that. Alright, let's see how well this knockback works. Oh, didn't even use it. But I'm getting focused here. Now, remember, when you have Devourer's gloves and you have minions around you, use those minions in the middle of a fight to get your health back. Look at my health. I'm able to heal because I'm hitting these minions. And now we can stay in this fight. A very good tip for those of you who play hunters. But get Devourer's glove and just get the build and don't really understand necessarily, you know, how do I maximize this, right? What are the situations where I can take advantage of these items rather than just the normal lifesteal? A lot of people, I find, do not use do not have that level of awareness when they're playing. So just something I've always found valuable. I have to tell myself that. You know what I mean? We got the stun. Oh. Yes. We got him. No! So that was the exact example of what I did earlier that worked, and now I did it and it didn't work. So, gosh, you hate to see that happen. However, decent game. So let's see what we can do here. I think let's do, yeah, let's do Bloodforge. I think Bloodforge synergizes pretty nicely with this. Because we've already got the lifesteal from Devourer's gloves. We're going to have some more. We're going to have some more power. Yeah, I think that'll do nicely. So let's see. This is a very big interchange here. Oh. Fantastic. What? I need to get out of here. I'm glad I didn't get hit. Yes. Brilliant. This jump really avoids that Herc thing really well. Wow. Alright, let's see what's up. We're up by 6. Up by about 1,000 gold. Just slayed an enemy. It looks like things are moving in our favor. Anubis is stuck. He's using his ultimate. He's got nowhere to go. Bacchus is on him. He shoots, he misses with the stun, so that's not going to be happening. He's shooting at Hercules, putting a little bit of energy down. Thanatos is waiting, full health, trying to see timing in the spot that he can go. They look like they're going to pick the Bacchus off. Let's see, he throws his ultimate. Can we pick somebody off here? Doesn't look like we can. I'm very extended. This is an opportunity for us. Let's see what we can do. Can we get that Hercules? Ah, so close. It is anybody's game right now. Let's use this. Let's get our health back a little bit. It looks like we got that kill. Can we touch the Thanatos? We've got him marked. These minions are putting a little bit of pressure on them. Let's see what we can do. Be right back. Grabbing full Bloodforge. Let's see if we can grab beads. I don't think we can. Would have had to wait a little bit. Want to join the team. 9-6. This is down to the wire, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this God Guide, and I hope this goes our way. Let's see what Hou Yi has to offer. Who do I want to grab here with this number 2? I definitely want to grab the Ao Kuang if I can. That would make a huge impact. Yes! We got him, baby. We got him. I love it. Got the assist. We are rocking and rolling, guys. That is a great way to finish the game. Took the victory. And a nice little God Guide exploration of Hou Yi, the Defender of the Earth. First win of the day, and I've been playing Hou Yi for quite a minute. Finishing thoughts, guys. I'd love to hear what you think about Hou Yi. How do you feel when you pick him up? To me, he just doesn't feel like he's there yet. But I do have to say that when you play well with him and when you utilize his strengths, which I found kind of this build to be pretty effective in utilizing his strengths, keeping him at a decent clip in terms of scaling with the game and power scales, all of that. Just showing you guys the stats here. Looks like things went well. But what you really want to look at, I think, is how can you really take advantage of the little perks that he has in his toolkit, which is being able to kind of shut down the Ao Kuangs, the Lokis, or just gain more awareness on them. That big circular ultimate that can often disengage fights as well as engage fights. The big benefit I like of his number 2 is that it doesn't get consumed when you use it, such as Hades' Blight. You know, you have to use that. It gets consumed after you use an ability, so you have to make a choice. With Hou Yi, you can stun, you can knock back, albeit however small of a knockback, and then you could hit his ultimate and slow with that ultimate, all while still maintaining that high level of penetration and extra bonus damage. So you could really lock down a single target that way, and I think that is where it shines. So if you're able to find single targets, if you're able to go and get into situations where you're one-on-one, I think you'll find yourself doing well with Hou Yi because of some of those situations. Of course, his escape, albeit it worked this game, is not very quick. It's not very invulnerable, so you're going to find yourself getting stunned out of it. I've gotten low-key ultimated out of that number 3 jump, so I'd love them to work on that, add a little bit, maybe more to his knockback. These are just my ideas, so let me know what you guys think in the comments section below, how you feel about playing Hou Yi, and if you are enjoying the content and you guys want to see more God Guides, if you want to stay tuned for more Smites and more video game commentary and gameplay, click subscribe, share the video, like the video, comment down below on the video so we can help move this up into the search field so everyone can see this and join our community of Rain Day Gaming. As always, guys, I'm going to be uploading, like I said before, on Monday, so expect videos every Monday from me, and unless I otherwise notify you, obviously schedule and health permitting. So good to play again, so good to see you guys, and thanks so much for watching the channel, watching the video, and showing your support. As always, I'm Rain Day. Remember to never give up, never stop gaming, and I'll see you next time.